What's up, guys? Welcome back to In Depth. This is episode 35-ish because we don't even know where we are.
36.
We don't know when this episode's going to be released. We don't know if it's going to be chronological. We don't know if we're going to wait till we can't do another episode. But this is a bonus episode for everyone here.
Who knows?
We are doing Scarlett coaching NoRegreT how to macro because I don't know how to do that.
So how is the coaching going to go? Is she just going to tell you what to do?
Yeah. That's about it.
Up.
Yeah.
Or like all the things you can do.
Sure.
Or we can go over the replay afterwards.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
go by seeing what happens. So
let's go.
Yeah,
you got to switch screen though. There we go.
Dan.
You're welcome, buddy.
I got it.
I know I'm helpful.
You're very helpful.
I'm going to be real helpful in this game.
Yeah? So, let's see what we got. This is when we get someone from behind us. Can't talk about the game at all.
What?
No one's queuing.
Okay, we got a ZVT. This is by far one of the hardest macro matches for me. But this guy's
600
this guy's way below me.
Okay, your first choice is where you send your first overlord. There's two options. One, scout for proxy racks, or two, send it straight across their natural.
I send it straight across my net, but I'll go for proxy racks just for you.
On this map, it's not bad to check for proxy racks and then rally it to their natural, because it's on the same direction, so you don't lose much time.
Yeah.
Why would you choose not to look for the proxy racks? It doesn't feel like you need to get to their natural that quickly.
So if they're doing a proxy 4x and you don't send it straight across, like far away, you just auto lose. Something like that.
Oh,
also,
because they pick it?
What?
Because they pick it off?
No, they send like proxy 4x back pretty far away, and then they just wait with marines. And you don't know if they have a natural or not, so they just build a bunch of marines and they kill you. They pull all their SUVs and you die.
Okay.
Another thing is they could be going command center first. It tells you.
Does anyone actually do that?
Not very common.
Okay.
3x Reaper's nice too. You can see that pretty
easily. You can see
easily.
if they go gas first or barracks first. And if they go gas first, they don't have marines, so you can send it straight into their main. You also know that their Hellion timing is quicker if you know that it's gas first. So it tells you a few little things, but many players do like to play. Scout for proxy racks nowadays.
Artosis teach Jake Brood War macro. That'll be an interesting one day.
Your Sareless ZVP.
Sasha's
PVZ.
actually. Sasha taught it to me.
Taught what?
Sareless PVZ.
No Corsairs in PVZ.
Oh.
Just go with Zealots.
Yeah, you go +1 zealot attack.
Where's this overload go after?
You can send it in front of your natural.
Okay, so where's my third overload go?
In front of your third. Usually to the Reaper jump spot first.
Okay.
Because you want to know, the important thing to know now is where the Reaper is going. Send your second overlord to the ramp. Yeah, around there. Now what you want to decide is how you're going to take your third base. Are you going to sneak out a drone before the Reaper gets there and wait? Are you going to start it without link speed? Or are you going to hope that there's no SCV there and then wait?
We're going to hope there's no SCV there.
Okay, so you're just going to hide it. And then you'll just drone up to 30 and then make it at 30 supply. So, yeah, you need to defend the Reaper.
Do I defend the Reaper? That was what you just told me to do, right?
I said you need to defend it, yeah.
Okay, just checking. Thanks.
Okay, 30 supply, make your third base. Before his Reaper gets there.
Whoa!
You're fine. Inject in 2 more. Okay.
Wait, inject
2
and 2 more?
Reapers.
What is going on?
You want to make more queens if he's making multiple Reapers.
This is a weird play.
And you want to make sure he has a natural to make sure he's not going 3x Reaper. Check with your scouting overlord.
He's got a nap.
Maybe save a transfuse on the high HP one.
I built a couple extra lings just in case. So now I've got all these lings.
Yeah.
Do I just keep building drones?
Careful with your scouting overlord. Put it on the pillar, the high ground pillar. Okay, so he's making a lot of Reapers. You might not be able to hold your third.
I will always hold my third.
Okay, then you're gonna want to make a lot of lings. So you can send a bunch of lings to try and catch the Reapers coming once your speedling is done. So put them in between where his barracks are and where his Reapers currently are, and then they'll. Yeah, or you can surround it. That works too.
Thanks, Sasha. Oh, he saw it.
Damn.
We'll go ahead and kill all these.
Yeah.
Well, we did not find one of Bjorn's alt accounts, for anyone wondering.
All you need to do if you want a macro is just make queens and drones.
Queens and drones.
Queens and drones.
And overlords.
Queens and drones. And maybe mine 3 on gas, no? Yeah, just good.
3 on gas?
Yeah, sure.
Would you have made all those things and done the same thing there,
Yes.
Sasha?
Oh.
Because it felt like you were kind of apprehensive when he decided to make that many lings.
Well, it's good to... I don't really ever play against this build,
Yeah.
so it's hard to know, but you don't really need to keep your 3rd alive against it. It's up
But
to you.
you can't.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be really annoying and stop them from ever adding any add-ons.
Why do you play with the Korean voice pack?
I got used to it, so, and I kind of like the sound.
You
of
know what nuclear launch detector sounds like?
I know it's weird, and that's all that I need to know.
It sounds scary. That's all
Yeah,
that
it sounds
matters.
scary.
Okay. That's why I stopped playing with the Korean voice pack in the beginning, because I got nuked. And
I mean, I'm used to literally
I'm
every
not
other
doing that
hotkey.
anymore.
I'm used to every other sound, so if it's something I don't know, it's nuke or nidus. And if I'm playing a Terran...
No, you can make a layer and add gases. Usually what's...
Oh god.
Usually in ZBT nowadays, you don't make evos until after your
How many
layer
gases?
and your first tech building.
How many gases do you have?
Just add gases as you're saturating your bases. So as you're hitting
One
like
second.
the 16...
I gotta kill all these Reapers. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, as you're hitting 16 on minerals, you can add gases at the bases.
Why are the Evos getting timed back a little bit later? I noticed...
This has been for like a couple years now, but... First off, if the meta is that
hell
they
is
can
this guy
go
doing?
mech or bio,
Yeah.
if you open 2 evo first and go melee carapace, it's very bad against mech openings.
Yeah.
And BCs especially, it's very bad.
Yeah, I actually remember specific games just like that.
Yeah, and then also, just to be safer against the first tank pushes.
No. You fucker.
Yeah.
Most people want to have bailing speed for that.
Yeah. I saw that, you know, so do you think Dark was slightly quick on his upgrades in a lot of those games then? Against Marwin's Super Tournament Finals? Because he, like game 1, I was actually commenting that I felt like he was actually very late on his Evos. And then the other games, he sped them way up.
What is this guy doing? No wonder why he's 5'6". Do you think he... Is it just Reapers?
Oh
What's the plan here, dog?
It's like Jake's stream normal.
I love it.
So to answer your question, actually we saw Rogue making evos a lot faster than normal at IEM as a response to getting his 3rd base blocked. Because normally you want to mine only 1 gas and then drone out your 3rd really quickly and have a heavy mineral defense with queens and a few zerglings. But if your 3rd is blocked, you have extra drones, so he makes his faster 2nd gas and then faster evos as a result.
That's interesting. Wow.
So it's a response to your 3rd getting delayed by like an SCV scout.
Okay. That's cool.
Can I just take out the trash? We're just taking out the trash. Get the fuck off my side of the map.
Damn.
What are you doing out here? I've had lings forever. Yeah, look at you throwing mines.
Jesus.
Real useful. Actually, it's kind of useful. It's gonna.
Jake, you got a lot of money in the bank, my friend.
Well, I'm supposed to be macroing. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Is he supposed to get a tech building?
Yeah.
You want to get a Baneling nest
Coach?
He has a Baneling nest.
after you start the layer. Yeah, before the evo. So this is what we were talking about earlier.
But like, are we gonna go Hydrosten or are we gonna go Spire? Or are we gonna do?
I've made the decision.
It's
Are
up
we
to
gonna do
you.
that thing that seems like it always loses and just try to go to Hive off Lingbane?
Ooh, I like that. It's a good idea.
That's actually one of the strongest styles, I think.
I think in theory it's strong, but I see it lose a lot.
Well, in the meta right now, it's very common for Terran, especially if you saw, especially with innovation and Terrans like that. A lot of the foreign Terrans, they'll play 3 CC like 8 racks all-ins. It's like semi all-ins, no 4th CC for a long time.
Yeah.
And no gases on the 3rd. And then Lingbane is like very strong against that. Going Mutas is very weak against that.
Yeah, I have seen a little bit of that.
In a case like this, a game like this,
Still clearing creep with ghosts
the
or
thing I'd
Reapers.
probably do is not make Mutas. I'd go Hydra or just Lingbane to Hive.
But Reapers can't hit air.
True.
Yeah, but I feel like we're very ahead and we just have to not die.
Yeah.
So If you don't want to die, then you don't go mutas. Mutas you have to play very well to not die with.
That's true.
That's why I always lose.
Whereas with Ling Bane, like unless the Terran is amazing with their drops, it's hard to die with. Like Maru was very good with his drops.
Yeah.
But not all Terrans are as good as Maru. Obviously.
I mean,
you have idle drones in your main base, by the way, for a long time.
Oh, thanks for helping me, Coach.
If you go Ling Bane into Hive, are you going Ultra every single time with that?
You have to go Ultra first to survive.
Yeah.
Usually Ultra, and then you go Viper and Ultra.
Yeah.
And then later you'll add Corruptors, and then you can add Broodlords after that, but Broodlords are a lot weaker than they used to be, so...
Yeah.
Some people just play...
When
Ultra
people try
forever.
to... Yeah, it feels like if you play the Ultra and you don't want to switch into Broods or anything like that, I feel like you're just starving the Terran.
Yeah.
Because every time people attack with Ultras, I just want to fucking cry.
What is in the bunker? Is it SCV? Why are your SCVs in a bunker? What?
To save them from that.
Yeah, but he was in there before. Maybe he thought there were Marines in there? I don't even know. What is this? He's coming to attack. Look out.
I'm getting scared by Jake.
Oh god, I got mutas. He's got a Thor.
I thought we talked about this.
I'm pretty sure
you were not supposed to go mutas.
He had already started his Spire. Make some Overlords.
This would never have happened to a laser.
It's true.
Yummy. Where are my queens? Hello?
You don't have very many?
Why though?
You didn't make them?
You can go to Hive with this, yeah, and just play Ling Bane. Maybe set up a counterattack. Like a bunch of Lings that is where his fourth base would be.
Where was that queen? Did you guys see that? He just... I don't know where that queen was. He's still out here. This better not be your army, because it's... No. It's not your army. I refuse. Oh, what? There's a fourth? I'm dead.
What should you do, Scarlett?
Where's my coach?
Oh! Make a lot of Ling Bane and defend. Spread creep after every fight. You push him back so that he can't attack as easily. And if you feel comfortable enough, set up a run by into his third sometime.
Spread that
Where
creep.
are
Yeah, spread the creep in front of the fourth where he's going to attack again. That's quite important.
I have no queens. Ooh, is that this upgrade? I never get this upgrade. I always want to though. Makes my links better.
Just
Why are you clicking on your upgrades?
Huh?
Do you not hockey your upgrades?
What? It's a great wall.
Yeah, just keep making Ling Bane. Add an Ultra Coward when you can afford it. You don't really need a Viper. Well, you don't need Vipers.
I better not have made a Viper.
Not with mutas. You can just like play extremely Ling heavy against this guy. He has so few units. But Lings are pretty good here.
Mutas, please
Yes,
stop.
don't need to engage with the mutas in a case like that.
I don't even know where these came from.
Whoa.
He tried to do the Maru thing.
You got a lot of XP from that, yeah.
With loading them and unloading them on the other side.
Just play like Mara. That's
Transfer drones from the natural when you can.
Oh, wasn't even looking. A move. Hold. Why are there so many Thors? I have 4 mutas. God.
Make some ultras, make some ultras.
Do I have an Ultra Cavern? I was waiting for my Hive advice. I don't know what the hell
I love
this
the
is.
trash talk in such a close game.
I told you to make ultras a while ago. Transfer drones for your natural. That's something you look for when you're injecting, is if there's any red numbers. Red is bad.
Red is bad.
Red is really bad.
Yeah, you made Reapers all game.
Just grab the rallying Thor here. Let's just grab everything. It's probably busy like fucking counterattacking or something right now. Let's send these 5 meters out here. Does he have 3-3? Nope, he's got 2-3. Of course he does. Hallmark of a sick Terran player when you've got 2-3.
Wait, he has 3 carapace?
Yep.
Wait, 3 armor and 2 attack?
I think it's the other way around actually.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't it actually show the armor first?
Yeah, but we're supposed to say them like they're magic cards. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I hate it when people try to say armor first.
Just aim move. I think that's probably okay.
Oh.
Don't want it.
Oh, you didn't kill the
I don't want it. Didn't you hear me say I don't want it? I want him to think he's got a chance.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have no money.
I don't want it. Did you hear me say I don't want it?
I don't want it.
You guys are so bad at coaching, by the way.
Dude, some people are just not coachable. I don't know what to say.
You got me there.
You
What do you want
lost
us
your
to
third
say?
to Reapers. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I can't work with this.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did actually. Right.
The layer was at the third too. Normally you make the layer in the main base.
That was a true mistake, though. Am I not allowed to make mistakes, guys?
Not really.
Not when we're coaching.
Make some altars when you can.
I did already.
Spread some creep when after
my-
the fights. That's a key point against Terran. So playing bio.
Is that why I always lose?
Yeah. As soon as you push back their army, you need to respread creep immediately.
I do have my 3-3, right? Oh, I
Yeah.
do. Hello? Long distance mining? Stop.
This guy is aggressively taking a 5th base.
Oh!
Shouldn't we be checking the bottom middle?
He doesn't have it. I promise.
It's hard to check it when you're F2ing your army.
Yeah, that's very true. Send an overlord, Jake.
1 sec, I gotta kill the Thor with Banelings. Damn it! I did.
Normally,
Kid thinks he's
you want to
nasty.
wait for the armor upgrade to fight with the altar.
I have it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no.
I had it in the fight, didn't I?
Maybe. It was
Okay.
finishing
Thanks
around
for
that
your
time.
advice.
But like normally you check your upgrades. If it's a key upgrade before you fight, you want to check if the upgrade's done beforehand.
Otherwise, you get an anti-timing.
Yeah, an anti-timing.
What was I doing? I feel like I had something to do.
Scout 6.
Fine.
Look, I don't think he has it either, but like,
I
if he
know he
does,
doesn't
you're gonna feel like a real bimbo when you lose the game.
A bimbo.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Marauder upgrade either. You have to make Banelings break the wall.
Oh, you gotta
A
run.
lot of Thors.
Jesus.
It's got a lot of shit.
Let's give up the base, I think. You can't kill that. Give up the base.
Transfer to the top left.
Like this.
Transfer that to the top left, the extra drones. You have way too many there. Okay.
I'm killing stuff now. Whoa!
Corruptors, you have Liberators.
Oh, I don't think so.
God, Ultras suck.
What happened to the mutas?
Oh, those died a long time ago.
Oh, he sent him in. He was done with them. He literally even said, "Oh, just send the meters down here," while he was in the main base.
Into a turret?
I'm sure that one turret killed all of them.
Hey man, that's slander. I lost them to the Thors a long time ago. Because I F2'd them back into my army.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
God, Terran harass is so sick. Shift click, now your fucking Merline's dead.
You can't actually defend that base with the spore.
Oh, cool.
Send the corruptors.
From the other side, you could.
Not if they put it in the dead space.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Laser took that as his third for a little bit before I realized this.
Oh yeah.
Then he lost to one Liberator against Clem, I think. Because even Queens can't kill it.
Someone suggested that the reason why Terrans always do good in new map pools is they find all the abusive spots, then everyone gets, you know, it has to lag behind.
Yeah.
Thought that was kind of funny.
You need some overseers with your army.
Do I though?
Yeah, you do.
Do I though? You sure?
You definitely do.
Okay, I'm just checking. So,
Yeah, that was on your stream, right, Wardy?
Oh. I was gonna say, where's his army? I found it.
Try and spread some creep if you get the chance. So you can see these attacks coming.
I could do that. Or we could aim it.
Did you tell those banelings to blow up, or did they just randomly all blow up at the same time?
I did not detonate them, if that's what you're asking me.
Move command, then A move.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did.
That's what I'm telling Dan.
That you're telling me to do. No! Oh, you fuck. I'm so dead. This is like the worst coaching I've ever gotten in my life.
Dude, you have 3k gas, man.
Well, it's hard to coach during the game. It's better to coach by replay.
But the thing is, I'm waiting for commands. I'm not playing my own game.
I think he wants to be a robot, basically. You just like tell him what to do.
That's what I was trying to do.
Like Scarlett plays
I think
NoRegreT,
it's time
kind
to
of like
leave
Twitch plays
if you
Pokemon.
want some good advice.
Yeah, it's time to GG.
Time to GG.
You mean not
Okay,
GG?
you didn't GG. You're not even listening. See, this is why we
Let's
can't
go to
coach
the
you.
replay now.
Okay.
Replay analysis.
Watch the replay.
We're going, everyone.
You can just hit the watch replay button.
Oh, true.
I can
Could've
tell
done
you don't
that.
watch many replays after you play. Damn.
Could have done that.
Doesn't even know it's an option. Okay,
But
so
like the thing is, it's kind of irrelevant because I was waiting for cues.
what do you mean?
like,
I mean,
You're giving me coaching on things I wasn't doing. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so-
saying? Like I'm waiting for you to say, "Oh, take a fifth," or do this or that, and I'm just kind of doing these things like late because I'm waiting for the cue. So like we're gonna watch a replay of me playing a bad macro
no,
game.
I'm just
'cause
gonna
I'm
be
waiting.
going more into detail about the things. Like,
Sure.
No, stop.
Pause.
Stop. Right from the start.
Okay.
Your overlord positioning. You want in like depending on how you use them. You have to decide if you want to send this one, as I was saying earlier, to here directly or not. In this map, you can easily scout for this proxy location first and then shift queue it here. And you immediately, like this game, if you had it set here, you could have immediately seen his build order. He had barracks here.
Yeah.
And then this one, normally you want to be here by around 140, 145 to see, because that's when an SCV will come in from proxy barracks if you didn't actually scout it. So you can scout somewhere close and then shift queue it back here.
Sure.
If you don't want it across the map. In which case, if it's across the map and you miss the proxy, you're kind of dead. So that's the first thing in the game is that, and then
This guy's build was kind of
yeah.
silly. It threw off a lot of the timings for coaching specifically.
Yeah. The game was kind of hectic.
That's a tough thing about trying to play real practice games on the ladders is you get a lot of people that just play the most
And
random
the next thing
garbage.
is normally, except in ZBZ, you always make a tumor at the natural. As soon as you deal with the Reaper, you don't inject the natural queen. You want to get a tumor out as fast as possible because creep is important.
I want to say I assumed it did that because of this, though.
You did it before you saw the second Reaper, I believe.
Okay.
You can send the Overlord into the main against the Reaper build, but that's like, this is not a meta build, so it's hard to have a specific response for some weird random build.
This was a big mistake.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as it was building that was a problem. But I
Starting
was
at
dealing
the
with
third.
other shit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cancel and rebuild it.
You
But
should
yeah.
have your queens in position, or you need an Overlord spread is a key thing here. Against Terran, well, against Terran and Protoss, like all the races, you want to have as good Overlord spread even on the ground space as you can until they have like their marine move outs, which usually don't come for a long time.
Yeah, especially with this play.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's the reason you lost your third, is because
Well, I lost my lings on the map to
yeah,
the Reapers.
but you also could have moved the queens in position if you had more map vision. So
Sure.
normally you want like a pattern on the maps of where you're going to send your overlords. So can we pause? So for example, say you're ending up with your first overlord here and you keep the second one at home. You'll end up having it here at first, and then your third overlord will go here for the Reaper jump spot. And then after you defend, you see where the Reaper's coming from, you can move this overlord out a bit, this one out a bit.
Sure.
Then you get your creep tumor down. Then when your third is farther along finishing, you can move the overlord over here and here. And then you'll rally further overlords. You want ones to see where the Hellions can possibly come from in a normal game. So you'd want one here, here, and here. And if you have a spare one in the middle to see if they're rotating around.
Sure.
Because you want to spread creep with your queens where the Hellions aren't. If they're leaving an area, you want to start the creep tumors there and like split your queens in half. And then after that, you'll want to.
I feel like I was losing track of my queens. Does this not happen to you? Because I built extra queens, I just didn't know where they were.
Well, I always have them on a hotkey. All the extra queens are on a hotkey. And then with my overlords, I know where to put them to defend. And then you want an overlord here and here when you can. So your first, like, 6, 7 overlords, you should always know where they're going to go on a map.
Oh, yeah, I lost 2 queens in the beginning of the game. I forgot about that
if they have a liberator coming here or here, you want to know where it's coming in.
I think if it registered to me that I lost those 2 queens to the Reapers earlier, you remember, like, when he sniped my lair, I lost 2 queens here. I didn't rebuild those. Because I was short on queens. I was looking for I was pulling my hatch queens to creep. I have 2 here, but one goes to the 4th, and then the other one dies or something.
I think you just always want to have all your, at least your spare queens on a separate hotkey. Because it's very hard to grab them and remember where they are.
I agree.
Yeah, normally when I'm analyzing replays, I like to, like, for improvement sake, I like to look at the first 1 to 2 things really that go wrong, and then I normally discard it. Would you guys agree with that?
It does feel like at some point we should disregard this game.
Yeah, well, as soon as you've done 2, 3 things wrong in a game, it's like already so far off of.
It's like coming back.
It's like what are you learning at that point? It's like that you don't already know.
I kind of want to get out of this replay because if it like at certain points, like after Hive and stuff, or I got the Hive on my own, and there were just things where we were miscommunicating on, like me expecting a prompt versus like when I know I probably should get it anyways, because like I really don't need her to tell me to get a Hive. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I was expecting those things, so let's try it again.
So the things I was pointing at there are just things that happen in every game, basically. You always want your overlord spread. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you like where to put this overlord, this overlord, this overlord. I'll just say spread your overlords around to watch for harass.
Sure.
And then always creep tumor at the natural first. As soon as you push the Reaper away.
Okay.
And then you want to position your lings so that they can run the Reaper and grenade your queen and kill the tumor. So if all your lings are at low HP from the Reaper harass, it can be annoying to get your tumor down. I know you guys make fun of that on GSL all the time.
Oh, the stupid Reaper versus
the Reaper versus it actually matters though, because it influences where the Zerg, like how safe it is for them to make creep tumors and stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's so much the exact same thing every game at the pro level that like I know what color the lings will be at the end. Like that's
unless someone messes up.
Yeah, occasionally someone messes up, and I'm like, oh, you could have had one of the lings in red.
Sometimes people, if their mouse accuracy is really good, they can kill the retreating lings. Most people just stutter step it. But like really good Terrans can actually click on the running away red ling and kill it, and it's very annoying as a Zerg player. You always get angry when you lose a Zerg ling.
I feel like I would see Maru kill more lings then.
Yeah, I think
he doesn't really kill
I played Cure yesterday in a tournament, and I had lost like 2 lings that were running away from the Reaper.
Wow.
Like they were behind all my other lings, and they still died.
Wow. It's crazy what a really good Terran can do with the Reaper. Like I've seen a Reaper dance around a command center and kill an Adept. I'm like, what?
Like Maru? He did that against Nice, I believe.
That's
it was
crazy.
Like the APAC Games finals or something. Like
You're showing off at that point.
Because I think you have to cancel before the second hit of the Reaper, or you can't run in time. So you only hit for like 4 damage, then you have to run. Because the Reaper has the 2 quick attacks.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So it has to be like perfect, or you're going to get killed.
CVT.
Because Reaper range, how much is it? It's like 4.5 or something?
Yeah, I think it's just 1 less than the Adepts. Or 1 more than the Adepts.
So, even though this is a macro CVC, I'm going to open hatch gas pool with 3rd hatch into Ling Bane. There is a high chance this guy will die to my Ling Bane. Okay, because he's 5,400.
The first thing is, if you're not opening like 12 pool yourself, you send your first overlord straight to their natural on this map. And then your second one, you want to check like around here. And then you shift Q in for their natural.
Okay. And then the third, this natural.
That one after it checks the natural goes to the 3rd. Yeah. So this is just the most efficient way to scout for an early pull on this map, because on this map there is 2 equally short rush distances between the top and the bottom of the center. So you need to actually be aware of that.
Okay. Just leave my guess a little late. Minute micro reaper shade. What are you talking about? Minute micro reaper shade grenade?
I think it's like Printf's minute micro guy.
You talking about like
where if they're shading onto your Reaper and you're at 1 hit left, you can time out the grenade to hit the shade before the Adept finishes its shot, but it's very hard to do.
Oh.
And yes, I think you have to stop the Reaper after you throw the grenade too.
Interesting.
But it's not simple.
So if we see the second overlord, we can assume it's hatched first. We haven't seen it yet, right?
Yeah, if you If you see the second overlord,
But we don't
you're
see
not
it.
scared. But usually nowadays, we don't really worry about early pools.
You're saying?
Really cool.
Yeah, that's looks like a 12 pool by the timing, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next thing you want to do is, as you're defending this, you need to verify he has a
It's
natural,
eco, yeah.
and then you need to pull back the overlord afterwards. So you can do that by shift queuing the movement of the overlord, yeah, like that. So usually we'll pull off gas and pull around 12 drones to fight this. Yeah. Speed is not a priority against a build like this. He has no natural, so he's going to be all in. So you'll need to like have spines or something.
In a situation like this, are you gonna hunt for Banes?
I am.
You can, yeah.
Because I feel like when you're fighting like this, if you don't hunt for Banes, then you're gonna lose. If
Yeah, if you know it's 13-12, then you don't pull as many drones right away, but you pull like 6 or 7 with your first lings, and then you chase them down.
There's the Banes.
Yeah.
I think you're dead.
Yeah, so the thing here was seeing no natural, you need to play super defensive immediately.
Good targeting.
Yeah.
I might actually win that.
You need to
Yeah.
put some of the drones on minerals, yeah, there we go. And now the first priority here, yeah, don't ever inject against this. You want to save transfuses.
Even
then-
now?
Yeah,
I
never,
guess I don't.
never inject, never inject.
Ooh.
You'd rather build queens than inject
You
here.
cray.
It's okay. How did I move that?
Yeah, I don't know, but good hold though. It was good.
I wanted.
targeting on the
Actually, I know
Banes.
I was gonna move it. I was gonna move it back, like into my mineral line, so I can have my okay.
Yeah.
But I realized my hatchery is too low HP.
What, the spine?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to move the spine into my mineral line a bit, so my queen would block it. But then I realized like
Yeah,
maybe
usually
I wanted to
you-
move it away from the hatchery, so if the Banes went off on it too, it wouldn't splash my spine and the hatch.
Usually you want the spine pretty far back if you
Yeah.
And yeah, never
But then I just rooted it because I didn't want to die.
you never want to inject against a build like this. Never.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think I habitually inject for the follow-up, but it actually doesn't make any sense because like the game just ends. It's
Yeah.
over. So even if I'm just transfusing my hatch because I don't have a second queen, it's probably better.
Or
than
your spine.
or
in this
yeah.
case.
Okay.
Or
Just
your
say
That's
play
something
again.
I need to stop doing. That's really smart. I never thought about that.
Yeah, learning a lot today.
You said I was dead.
Well, I thought you were, and then you targeted the Banes nicely, and that shit build died.
It's pretty good
Shit
actually.
build?
It's really hard to deal with. At the hatch
There
first.
was a period where all the foreigners were giving me shit because I was saying that it was terrible to just go like Ling Bane speed all in ZVZ, and the win rate of it was actually 0% in GSL for like a year.
I was one of the only foreigners that actually use this build and say it's not terrible.
I like it too.
Well,
It's not terrible.
times have changed since back then, but like
It's probably better now.
No, well,
It's-
even like last year, Lambo would always tell me it's terrible, then I did it against him in GSL qualifiers and beat him. He says he did not play optimally, so that's why it worked. Which
well,
it's
you
true
can say that
if-
about anything.
Yeah, if you don't play optimally, it doesn't work, but it's easy for them to mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on a new map pool, if you're not sure if it's 12 pool or 13-12, it makes it very hard. If you know it's 100% 13-12, then it becomes easier to hold. Ah, yes. What match was this?
CVP.
Okay, so your Overlord, it wants to stay like
My natural.
over
bullet.
your natural
Yeah.
to watch for cannon rushes.
Yep.
And then you can even pull it up to the edge of your to your natural ramp, just to make sure they're not starting a pylon in between your bases,
Yep.
depending on where the probe moves. So you kind of want to chase the probe a little bit, just to see everything you can.
What
like
the
you're-
fuck is this probe doing?
I feel like you're making your spawning pool and gas one supply too early.
Probably.
Ideally, you want 16 on mineral 16 on minerals as much as you can. So 18, 17, 16, 18, 17 is the build. You want to check with your Overlord for a pylon on the left side of your base.
Oh, true.
Yeah. This is a high ground robo cannon rushes nowadays. You need to be careful about them.
Yeah.
I believe this guy actually does use that.
No. I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine.
Yeah. You can just keep droning then. And now you have an option if you want to try. You decide between going 20 Overlord or 26 Overlord. If you go 20 Overlord, you can make 4 lings and try and run by 2 to
I'm
the
gonna
main
go
base to
ling.
scout. Yeah.
I like doing 6.
6 lings.
Yep. It's
What-
pretty aggressive.
Do you run by with 6
Yep.
lings? Okay.
It's quite good because I can actually kill the stalker in the wall if it's in the wall. And it forces the adepts to always stay home, which is just nice. If they see it. If they don't see it, then they can just die, actually. At least worse players can.
Start speed, probably. Yeah, this is not like a macro opening in the same way.
Macro. Kill this probe.
And again, we want to inject on our natural if we're not being aggressive.
If you're chasing the probe, does that make making the 6-lings a lot weaker than making the 4-lings?
Yes.
We wanted to inject tumor.
Right?
You said inject my nat.
No, tumor, you're not.
Okay, well, you gotta use the word tumor if you want tumor.
Always tumor the nat. I said that in the replay.
You did, and then you told me to inject. So I assumed it was different in the different matchup. You can ask chat. Okay, I'm gonna send this overload in.
Yeah, the second gateway unit will finish at approximately 3 minutes exactly. So, if the second unit's in adept, you'll immediately send the overlord in. This looks like you might be chrono boosting a stalker. You need to have a tumor at your natural as soon as you can.
Okay. This queen's going
And
here.
you want to start a third queen usually around 34 supply, 32 supply.
Okay.
What you can see is tech gateway.
That's a little weird.
Just run straight at that pylon. Yeah, okay. Twilight.
Roachhorn?
Yeah, you don't want an Evo. You never really make an Evo against Protoss early on unless they're going Stargate, and then it's like a niche build you can do, like Dark does.
I like the melee stuff.
Yeah, that's a melee.
That's just my playstyle.
But I would never do
I
it
guess
except
so.
against Stargate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know they're going like a 3-gate glaive build, then like you can kind of do it. This looks like a glaive build, so you're gonna want to make lings.
Yeah.
Their move out can be as early as 4:05 or a few seconds earlier, so
I'll try to get the stalker.
he might already be on the map because you don't see him. At least he has 2 adepts on the map, so you're gonna want like
I'm just building a bunch of units.
you're gonna want to spread your overlords too.
Sure.
He's not moving out with any anti-air units, so there's no reason not to. Overlord spread.
I am spreading.
You can make a layer too. Unless you know.
This is weird, no?
What?
But nothing has happened.
Yeah, because the adepts disappeared as well. So
Yeah.
this is why you want to have.
There's a lot of builds like this that we've been seeing in GSL where
Do I start building
there's
drones again, or what?
You
Proxy
need
gateway?
detection. Like
Or
yeah, proxy gateway is one, and then a lot of people are making Dark Shrine with this without the robo even.
Oh god.
I think.
There he is.
Ooh.
This is an issue with not having detection. I mean, overload spread.
Yeah,
How do you decide to make spores here or not? Seems so hard.
You mean between a glaive build or a DT opening?
Yeah, well, a lot of times they go DT with this, right? But sometimes
Like
they don't.
afterwards?
Yeah.
I usually make a layer with this defense, so I don't have issues with that. But it's not. I actually don't know what the proper response is if they block your natural first, because that makes the defense a lot harder, as we were talking about on Intapp 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You need a lot more units in that case, so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a feeling of how many adepts are they making, if they're taking a third and stuff. If it feels like there's something missing, you just throw down spores immediately.
Yeah.
We want overlord spread as much as we can to see if there's a prism coming or anything. And you can also check for a proxy gateway in the top left area. Just run a ling around, shift queue it around. Because he had no robo with this, but he had extra adepts show up. So he almost 100% has a proxy somewhere. There? What's that? We saw to the top right. You saw something. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, to the right of that gas. Okay, here's a pilot.
Nice. God, he's so annoying.
There's a warp prism on the top center of the map. We just saw flying, I believe. You have an overseer?
Yeah.
Okay. Roach speed if you haven't. You have it, okay. Now, against this, you can... A safe thing to do against this is go Mutas. Mutas is pretty good in most scenarios if you're not behind against this kind of build.
Oh, fucking depths is so annoying.
We want some units in the third base as well, because you never ended up killing the adepts next to the pylon, so you kind of need to split your army. And at least send a changeling to scout for his third base or something, or send a ling and then a changeling to his natural. Yeah, there we go. Try and take the tower if you can. And again, yeah, You need to overlay the spot for that. DTs, okay.
This guy's a proper skilled Protoss.
You can even use the Overseer like hold position mode.
Yeah.
Like send one above your third or something and just hold position it, whatever that mode is called. Oversight.
I call it siege mode.
Siege mode. Yeah, and you want an overlord above your third base to try and find where the warp prism is coming in, like when it comes in. Oh.
Nice.
Trash out of here.
Now try and split your units between your main and your third.
I'm going.
Oh, you're attacking him? You need more overlords.
I see that now. Oh, look at your Archon harass. It's so good. Only getting a 8-minute third. But your macro's so good. Oh, look at all your zealots. So many zealots. Oh, he's so good. He's got an immortal. Oh.
Try and
Wish I had banelings.
Is this guy's name Into the Sun?
stun.
Oh.
Into the like clan.
Yeah. I was into the StarCraft 1 for a while.
Ah.
It's actually where I got my Volks ID.
You have 10 drones doing nothing.
Where?
I don't know.
Thought they died. Oh, you're so good. Look at him chasing me off creep. Or off of whatever the fuck Protoss have. Prism.
Just regular ground.
Ground.
Since your rally points are across the map, your overlords are all running in. You might want to adjust their movement. The overlords that are running across the map?
Game's about to end.
With you being dead, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or him being dead. Because he's about to die to run by.
Don't think so.
Hello, immortal. Where is this? What is this shit?
Oh, this is very aggressive movement.
I was trapped. Did you not see?
You could run to the top left from there and bile to retreat. Bile is a good method of retreating. You just spam it out and over an area where his units will be if they chase. So if he has faster units or something, you can stop them from chasing.
Did I get a Bailey Nest? Guess not. Really wanted that.
You might want to defend your third.
Oh, I'm pretty dead.
It's just
Zealots. Where's his army? It's just zealots?
it's at your fourth. It's moving in now. You can see on the minimap.
Fucker. Oh, his force filter is too good. Oh, he's just so good. I'm dead.
Maybe if you try harder, you kill all those immortals. Ouch.
Okay, another thing is if you're making a macro hatch, you don't want to put it in a position that'll block, like hinder your own defense.
Right.
So if he attacks your third earlier, it's block. You can never really defend there because you block your own army from fighting. So you'd want to make it on the main in this map because your main base.
I feel like if I had Banelings, this would have been a really easy game. That's what it felt like to me. Because there's just so many zealots.
and maybe an upgrade or something.
Someone explain to Jake what above the third means. I had no idea.
So, like
not-
your third?
It's like the third base,
up.
right?
Yeah.
You just right here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I was trying to get you to put
should-
an overlord there.
You should try to deal with adept harass in 3 separate bases, a prism with DTs, someone talking to you, and a stream all at the same time, and then come back to me because I'm pretty sure I know what above the fucking third means. All right, guy in the chat. It's just not that simple, is it? But appreciate it. It's your turn to play.
Not happening.
Continue though. What you're saying is smart.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? I was just saying
Is it done?
above the third. You know
No, I mean like the other stuff.
no macro hatch.
I just
blocking
agree
army.
with the guy in the chat. Like, you need to check above the third, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree with him too.
Yeah, and you kind of need to try and use F2 less in a defensive
Yeah,
game.
that's true.
Because you can't have units on the tower when using F2, right? And if you're defending a depth terrace in multiple locations and you F2, you're dead.
I agree.
Super dead.
That's just a habit that needs to change, though. It's
Yeah,
really hard to
dead.
do that.
Mm.
That would be like akin to changing my entire hockey layout again. So,
Yeah, that can be really hard to change a style within StarCraft, but I think that's one of the a really valuable thing to practice.
Yeah.
Like, mixing up your style can make you so much more dangerous. Like, Scarlett, I mean, you won Pyeongchang when you started like mixing a lot more cheese, for instance, right?
Jaking people was the term.
Taking
She was
people.
jaking people.
Yeah. Once she started jaking people, it went quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you want to play another one or?
It's up to you.
What time are we at?
8.
8? I think we had a nice long episode. It's like an hour.
Sure.
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We tried experimenting a little bit. I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
it was fun. I actually kind of enjoyed this, and I feel like some of the basics that Scarlett went over in the early game was really useful stuff. Like waypointing the overlords in certain directions. Like the thing that I didn't like know before, sending the second overlord to scout somewhere nearby and waypointing it back for 140 to check for the SCV coming in. That's like a really nice little. There was a lot of little tidbits like that, but that one kind of stuck out in my mind.
A lot of that stuff is quite easy to do too, so it's just something that you should get in the habit of doing.
Yeah.
So
And knowing timestamps is so valuable. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently learned the adept timings. It felt a little bit better defense-wise on my own, but I'm still getting used to it.
First gateway unit 230, second gateway unit is 3 minutes. Usually.
Yeah, that stuff's very
If
important.
they chrono boost it, the second one takes 10 seconds off that, so it becomes 250 immediately. So you definitely want to check the second gateway unit that comes out. It tells you a lot about the build. And if they're building a third gateway unit, it tells you a lot about their build too. When their warp gate starts, it tells you about their build.
Yeah, also check above the third.
Yeah.
Wait, guys.
Did you just get promoted? Don't cry.
I'm crying. Wow, that is oddly timed.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Like, we're just sitting here.
Damn.
And in fact, like, you lost that game, so what's going on?
It's just my MMR is just too high already. That's funny. See, look, guys, watching in depth makes you Grandmaster.
Wow. Look at that. You are so good, Jake.
64. Wow.
As soon as you accepted that you need to check above the third, that Grandmaster just popped right up for you.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
Great.
We really appreciate
Thank you, Scarlett,
No problem.
for teaching so much today. This has
been
been
nice. Well, I've learned a lot. I think everyone else has learned a lot. You've learned a lot for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Not as much as you. I knew to look above the third, but
yeah, he did. The guy in the chat also did. So
yeah,
maybe he'll get Kodas next season.
I'm gonna 2 versus 2 with him next time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you can check out our Discord and Patreon, we will be doing more content. We're going to try and do more interactions and stuff. So hopefully there might be a revamp or something in the works. We'll have to figure that out.
Who knows? Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.